Wake up.
Oh, hi.
Hello, 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 hello. Yep, there
Four
was
hellos.
them.
Hi. How you doing?
We just thought we would come on and talk about Libby and Abby, see if anybody's got anything to say, see if you watched the press conference today and what you thought about it. I personally was hoping for a little bit more information, like maybe what all his charges possibly could be. All I heard them say was that he was arrested on 2 murder charges,
Yeah.
2 counts of murder. So, I'm hoping down the line that if he's proven guilty, that there's going to be additional charges act on.
And if there was somebody else involved, maybe they're not giving all the information out because they want to
Right.
find another person.
Well, I think they don't want to give out like details of.
Oh, I wouldn't want to hear that.
Well, not that we want to hear it, but we want to know things so that we can know what he could be charged with.
Oh, well, yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? Like my one specific question earlier is because he forced them down the hill, can he be charged with kidnapping? Granted, he didn't take them to another location or anything.
And was there a weapon involved?
Well, there had to have been some type of weapon because I heard, and maybe it's not true, but I heard that there was a lot of blood that was at the scene. Now, that maybe could not be true. I don't know. But if it's true, then there was some type of weapon, whether it was a gun, whether it was a knife, God forbid a hammer, or I'm just thinking of things, but it had to have been small enough to keep on his person where it wasn't seen.
Yeah, because of the picture. I mean, it didn't show nothing. You couldn't. I mean, even though the picture was kind of distorted,
grainy,
and grainy, you still. I mean, I don't know.
It had to be something he could have in his pocket or inside his coat or something. So just thoughts that are going through my head. Try and tack on additional charges to keep his butt in jail like forever.
And ever.
Yeah. Make sure that he's serving several life sentences instead of one.
Oh, yeah.
So, what other questions did we have?
I can't remember what other questions we had. We should have wrote those down.
Yeah, we should have. Hopefully some of you guys will give us some of your thoughts and some of what your questions are. What you're thinking. What do you think about the whole thing? I mean, this has been 5.5 years that this happened. Why did it take so long? He apparently, if this is the guy, he is a member of the community. He works at the local CVS as a pharmacy tech. Why did it take 5.5 years to
figure out who it was when they had a sketch?
Or how long have they known? How long has this guy been on their radar? Did he just pop up and they went and arrested him, or has he been on the radar the whole time?
And these are the questions we want answered,
right?
Which they should have. I think they should have divulged today, but
well,
at least a little more information.
Yeah, they really didn't give any information at all.
which makes you think there's something else going on.
And how did he overpower these girls?
Yeah, there were 2 of them.
Yeah, so did he have chloroform, or was there another person involved? Like, how was he able to overpower both of them without... So, I don't know. Or again, was there a gun involved and he was able to just shoot them quickly so they didn't get away?
Yeah, because they didn't even say. Did they say what the girls died from?
No, no.
Okay, so all that's being withheld.
Yes.
Which in my mind makes me think there's somebody else involved.
Right.
Now I want to know who else is involved. If anybody else is involved.
Right. I'm sure if there was somebody else involved, this guy's going to talk like a freaking whatever.
Canary?
Yeah. He'd be singing like a canary. He's not going to want all the charges on himself.
Yeah,
he ain't going to take the blame for somebody else. I don't think so anyway.
I wouldn't. And well, actually, no, I wouldn't. But yeah, I would for you.
Oh, come on, guys. What's on your mind about the whole thing? What do you think?
Let us hear from you.
Come on and chat. We don't bite. Seriously, we don't bite. She might. I don't.
I do. Hey. It's so mean.
Yeah.
Oh well.
And my other question is, there was the sketch. Did his wife not think at any point in time, like, she had to have heard about these murders, right? She had to have seen the sketch. Did she not think, gee, that looks like my husband?
Yeah.
I mean, that would be my first thought if I was married to somebody that looked like that sketch.
And I'd turn that sucker in.
You know it. So, come on. And what about the people at CVS? He worked with the public.
Exactly.
Nobody.
Everybody going through.
Nobody thought he looked like him. And how many people a day do you think he's seen?
Or is this what the cops already knew all this, and this is how they caught him? By having, so many people going on the tip line. Hey, there's this guy that works this so-and-so.
Yeah,
and it looks like him.
Because they're not saying, so who knows? Oh my goodness.
That's a sad situation though.
Very sad. I can't even imagine what the parents are going through.
And this happened where again? In
Indiana.
A small town?
Mm-hmm.
So you think it wouldn't happen? So maybe that's why, see, in this day and age, I probably would be a little iffy on letting my kids go into the woods.
Yeah.
But that's everybody's own choice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying whether or not.
Right.
And nobody thinks anything's going to happen.
Right. So there's got to be some guilt involved with the parents, I would think.
Oh, I'm sure they feel guilty. And they really shouldn't. It wasn't their fault.
No, it was this jerkbag's fault. And here's my other question. Was he out looking for somebody that day to do something, or was this like a random act? And if it was a random act, why did he have a weapon on him? Is it something he just always carried with him?
Yeah.
See, I think he was out looking. He was out looking for trouble.
That's what I said earlier. I said, were they being stalked by this guy? Like, they didn't mention if they've gone here to this train tracks before. Was this like a something that the girls did often, that this guy could have been watching them
Right.
and known that, okay, on such and such day these girls go here, so I'm gonna go watch and see what they do.
They went there on that specific day because they had off of school for the holiday.
Yeah, so that wouldn't make it any sense. Come in and join us, help us out.
Yeah, help us out. Come chat. We want to know what your thoughts are. Tell us what you're thinking. Yeah, I still say that he was out looking to do something that day.
Yeah, he was up to no good. Either way, he was up to no good.
Either way, yeah. Whether he was looking for kids or he was looking for some lonely woman or something, he was out looking for trouble that day.
And 5 years later, hopefully they got him.
Yeah, hopefully it is the guy, and
because isn't it proven until guilty?
Innocent until proven guilty.
That's it.
So what are your thoughts? What are you guys thinking? Come on, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Come chat.
Yeah.
Come hang out. Tell us what you think about this dirtbag.
And that's exactly what he is. A dirtbag.
Yep. Scumbag. Maybe he'll get the crap beat out of him in prison. If they don't have him segregated.
Well,
they might have him segregated until his trial.
I'm
and his trial is not until March.
Oh.
March. That is a long time away.
Wow. Well, prisoners don't like things that happen to children.
But they want this guy to go to trial. So they want the family to have closure, so they're going to make sure this guy goes to trial in March.
Yeah. Right.
They're not going to want anything to happen to him in prison. So I'm thinking
well, if they want him to go to trial, I would hope they would segregate him from anybody else. That would mean, putting him in solitaire.
Right. Or he's just got a private cell. I mean, that was, Casey Anthony just had a private cell, She was kept away from everybody else. So when they do the same with this guy,
right.
So what are you guys' thoughts? What are you thinking? Were you happy with the press conference today? With the very, very little information that we got. We really didn't get any information.
And what channel was the press conference on?
Oh, it was not everywhere.
Oh, it was? Okay.
We watched it off of WFLA, but you could have went anywhere to watch this.
Okay.
So
I was just wondering.
You really thought it was only going to be on one channel?
No, I was just wondering because I didn't know if you wanted to give that information out for them to go and.
Well, all they got to do is search it on YouTube.
Okay.
It'll come right up. Prince, click on or type in Delphi murder investigation press conference.
So if you want to come in and join us and let us know how you feel.
Chat with us, hang out. Let us know what kind of a scumbag you think this scumbag is.
Your pros, your cons, how you feel what happened, what may have happened, what we can sit and debate.
Yeah, I don't know. The whole thing just is a sickening situation. I mean, why how do you get off targeting children? I mean, what satisfaction did he get out of that? To take 2 children's lives. I mean,
There
and
is
has he done this before?
true.
Has he done it before?
Excuse me. Hopefully he hasn't. Hopefully
Well,
there's no one else
if
missing.
it was his first time, he literally, usually if it's your first time, you're going to go after one person. He literally targeted 2 people, 2 children. And then he just went home normal, like nothing happened. Like,
and
was
lived his life for 5 years.
was his wife home when he got there, and he just walked in the door and acted normal? Yeah, I had a nice walk. Blah 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 blah. I mean, come on.
Mm-hmm. These questions need to be answered. Hopefully they'll have another press conference where more information will come out.
Well, that's if they let them release the information. I guess there was something going on coming up to say whether or not the information should be released to the public or not. And I don't think it should, because I think that'll ruin things. It'll ruin the investigation.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that everything needs to be tight-lipped and kept quiet. And yeah, we want to know the answers, obviously, but we don't want the investigation
compromised.
We don't want the trial ruined, and we need to make sure this guy goes down if it's him.
That is very true.
So what do you think about that? Come in and join. Hang out. Talk.
Come on in.
Silence.
I know. Silence can be deafening.
Yes, it can be. But I'm curious as to, or when you home being covered in blood.
That's a good one.
If
he was covered with blood, how to get home without being seen by anybody?
Right. And did he go home to an empty house? So, did the wife suspect anything this whole time? Did she know? Did he ever say anything, or did she ever suspect? Did he ever act funny about the whole?
Did somebody turn him in?
I don't know. They're not saying.
Oh, they're not saying. Wonder if the wife turned him in. That's another theory that,
Who knows? Who knows? Anybody could have turned him in. It could have been the 1,000 tips that were turned in about this guy, for all we know. Come on, come chat. Come hang out.
Come on in.
We got about 10 more minutes to chat. You guys don't want to speak up. We want to know what your thoughts are, what your feelings are about the whole situation.
I like the fact that the one girl had enough sense to record because she thought something was up with this guy.
Right. Yep. Very, very smart.
Yes.
Very intelligent.
Yes.
Very intelligent move.
Yep. And it's funny that the guy didn't really
Taken her phone for all we know. I mean, we don't know that.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe he thought if he took the phone, nobody was going to know, but there's ways to pull that information.
Well, yeah, because they could look at seeing that the phone was on video, and
Right.
probably a good tech out there could probably pull that out.
Well, the FBI has people that do that.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, we know.
We watched a really good show.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the person that I knew.
Oh, no. But yeah, that one too.
Ay. So come on, peeps. Let's talk. Let's chat back and forth.
Yes, it's silent here in the house.
Yeah, it's very quiet. The dogs are all sleeping. They're behaving.
Which is on.
If we lose you, we're getting a thing saying our connection is unstable. If we lose you, we'll try and come back.
Right.
I'm not sure if this is going to cut us off or not. Yes, that was my belly.
All right. Hopefully that wasn't caught on.
Well, the fact that you looked at me.
Well,
nobody would have known anything if you wouldn't have looked over.
I'm sorry. Well, it was loud.
Wasn't that loud?
It was loud enough for me to turn my head and look.
And oh, nothing. So, what are you guys thinking about the case? Come on, chat with us.
Someone, come on! Someone else had to watch the
Yeah,
press conference today.
I'm sure lots of you watched that press conference today. What were your thoughts on it? We probably would have got more of you if we would have came on at the time, but we weren't able to.
I was tired. It's not that I was tired. I was just lazy. I didn't want to get up.
Well, peeps, if you're not going to come on and talk, I think we're going to get going.
All right.
So we'll talk next time.
Peace out.